In November 2022, when India got the G20 presidency, it was announced that the focus during India's tenure would be data for development. Micro Matters explores 8 interventions by civil society organizations in India that are working on the principle of data for development by collecting data, processing it, finding insights, and translating these insights into actions that can make a social impact. ASMAN, the Alliance for Saving Mothers and Newborn. It was formed to reduce infant and maternal death rates using technology-based solutions. Healthcare providers reported the case details on the ASMAN platform in real time. Using this data, government officials could identify the gaps and problems in the care provided. The healthcare providers were then trained to improve the care given to new mothers and infants. ASMAN project reduced pregnancy-related complications in Madhya Pradesh and Rajasthan. Approximately 30% of cotton crops in India are destroyed every year because of pests that are hard to identify. Vadhwani AI developed an app, Cotton Ace, which uses AI to identify these pests. The app also shares instructions on how to protect the crops from the pests. In all phases, data and AI is responsibly used. Over the past 2 years, Cotton Ace has worked with 30,000 cotton farmers across 30 districts. According to the National Family Health Survey 5, only 15% of the total female population have access to the internet. In 2021, Reliance Foundation launched a project with an aim to reduce this gender gap by educating more and more women about digital opportunities. With the help of panchayats in selected states, data of all eligible women was collected. These women were then trained in digital banking, e-commerce, and internet safety. The collected data was also used to enroll them in various government schemes and as sellers on e-commerce platforms. Anudeep has worked with over 75,000 women across 5 states, increasing their involvement in the communities. In India, most villages are farmer-producer organizations. These FPOs are made up of 15 to 20 farmers who look after the agricultural community and their livelihood. But these FPOs don't have enough knowledge, money, and abilities to manage and grow their business successfully. In 2019, Digital Green launched KDE, Kisan Dairy Enterprises, a mobile app to help out these FPOs. The application gathers information on FPO farmers, including the types of crops they cultivate, their harvesting methods, and the prevailing market trends. This data is then used to match them up with the right buyers, suppliers of fertilizers, and enroll them in government schemes. In May and June 2022, Assam experienced massive floods which affected over 55 lakh people. Reliance Foundation carried out relief operation in the Kachchar and Nagaon districts. Using GIS, Geographic Information System, Reliance Foundation has identified the geographical problem areas of the region. It has also identified public buildings which can be used by the communities to take shelter during natural disasters. As climate change continues to threaten the humankind, these advanced technologies can help us prepare ourselves. Children from low-income communities don't have access to online education programs. PIF and EI jointly introduced MindSpark, an educational program aimed at enhancing the quality of education for children in specific states. Under this intervention, proper infrastructure like learning labs were set up, teachers were trained, and parents were involved in tracking their child's progress. In 2022, students who participated in the EI-PIF program made significant improvements in their reading and math skills. The data about treatment status of TB patients in private sector was not getting recorded in government information system. PATH identified the issue and actively worked towards collaborating with the private sector to bring TB control in Mumbai. It also helped TB patients get access to free public sector drugs and subsidized state-of-the-art TB diagnosis. Gunj, an independent Delhi-based non-profit organization, works on a cloth for work model which promotes the recycling of materials which are seen as waste in the cities as a development resource in distant and disaster-struck villages. Micro Matters is the third installment in a series of publications by Reliance Foundation and Observer Research Foundation that explores advancements in development and governance. The publishers are dedicated to showcasing these accounts of ingenuity and success.